Hello, Minarets, parents, guardians, and students. This is Dr. Ching, and this is your weekly update. We want to say happy Friday. Hope everyone is doing well as they can be doing. Once again, we do miss you guys, but we look forward to seeing you soon. We want to thank you so much for filling out our survey. We've benefited greatly from reading through your responses and looking at the data. As always, we teach our students to learn from mistakes and push ourselves to be the best version of Minarets that we can be. The idea of go big, go pro, go now is not an idea that we don't ever fail or we never hit a wall or a snag. On the contrary, we know that we fail and we will experience failure, but we can become greater through responding to those obstacles with a plan to improve. Your feedback helps us sharpen the saw. That is the 7th habit of highly effective people. If you guys have read that book, if you haven't, I would encourage you to do so. But we take this experience, this COVID experience, and your feedback through it, and our weekly communications, and all of that, and we believe that that makes us better as educators. And most importantly, we believe that will result in better student experiences. This is new for everybody. There's no precedent for this across the nation, certainly in our area or at our school. But we are learning as we go week to week, day by day, and wanting to improve. If you haven't filled out the survey yet, please check the email that goes along with this message and go ahead and fill that out for us. We have really good results so far, but want to make sure everyone's voice is heard. Teachers are accepting first quarter work until Friday, next Friday, October 23rd. We want to make sure students have every opportunity to succeed. For most classes next week, teachers will be assigning no new assignments, but rather be focusing on just delivering instruction through WebEx. For teachers that are assigning, which is a select few, they've had those conversations with students and they're paying close attention not to overwhelm students. We know there's a fine balance. We want to hold kids accountable. We want to keep them moving forward. We want to teach them the standards and skills that we've planned out. But at the same time, we know that this is a different context and different setting. So they are in communication for the most part. Assignments will be very light next week, and students will have a chance to catch up. We encourage you to reach out via email to teachers or any mode of communication that those teachers have expressed is good for them. Primarily email is usually what works, but reach out to them if you have any questions, concerns, anything like that that would help you help your student, or students that are watching this that would help you. Feel free to reach out at any time. That's the best way to go about it. If you'd like to schedule a team meeting with a counselor, administrator, and your students' teachers, we want you to do that. We want to be able to do that, and of course we do that virtually, but we can come up with a game plan to improve. We are going to be setting up some of those meetings anyways, but if you're not part of that scheduling and you feel like, you know what, we would benefit from having a meeting, please email us at minarets@mychawanakee.org. And if your student could benefit, or you students, your student could benefit from counseling, if you just want to chat about some things, maybe need some strategies, or you're just feeling down in the dumps or struggling with things, please reach out to us. We're here for you. You can email Miss vanDenbergh at v@mychawanakee.org or cvandenbergh@mychawanakee.org. We are here for you, and we're all in this together. Parents, if you have not gained access to your student's Canvas account, we highly, highly, highly recommend that. We have instructions, once again, here in this email that goes out with this. So please have your student sit down with you, get access so you could see that on a day-to-day basis. On this coming up Monday, October 19th, teachers will not be posting asynchronous assignments. Rather, I'll be sending out an email for a school-wide activity and a video from our counseling and administrative staff. So all students must complete the form that goes out for this activity to be marked as present for the day for their attendance, which will also factor into crediting some points towards those classes. So this Monday, it's going to be a short activity. It's not going to be a long, drawn out, long activity. This will give students a chance to have some catch up time on Monday. We don't want them to just say, okay, I got no work to do, let's move on. We really want them to take the opportunity to go through their classes. What are they missing? Maybe what can they edit? What can they work on? Take that opportunity in a self-paced manner to get back up to speed. One of the activities for Monday will be for our students to review our new mental health website that Miss V and Miss Chacon have led the charge on. So there is a link in this email to that mental health website. It's really powerful, really cool. Lots of resources on there. There has been an increase in youth crisis throughout the Central Valley and mountain community, and even suicide attempts. So we, as a community, we have to be conscious of that, and we need to be closely monitoring everybody and giving resources to kids so they have that. We also have a Stay Safe line that is attached in this email where students can reach out and report things that are going on either personally or with other students. So please send that forward. We're going to be going through that with the kids, but you could check it out yourself. And on Monday, October 19th at 2 p.m., it's coming up Monday, is the next Minarets virtual college visit. We're doing a series of college visits for kids, for students, and our next stop is UC Davis. So you can do a pre-registration for this visit in the link, again, that is in the email that goes with this. All grade levels are welcome. It's never too early or never too late to check it out. So we encourage as many students as possible to check it out. UC Merced, it's a UC, it's close by, lots of scholarships available, and it could be worth checking out. So we'd like you to do that. Remember, if your student has any technology needs, we're here for you at all times. We have a technology form to request that. That is in the email here, so you can check that out if your student has anything from Wi-Fi problems to software not updating or working. Have them use that link to report that. The Minarets staff will be back on campus officially next week as the Creek Fire Camp has moved away and we've cleaned up after that. If you have any needs for pickup or drop-off of items, please feel free to call us and schedule some time. Our elementary schools will be returning to in-person instruction on October 26th. That's based off the waiver that they received from the county. Due to restrictions, high school is not included in that waiver. So we are currently just evaluating different ways that we can help kids and get closer and closer to the point that we're ready for in-person when that does happen. We're going to keep you guys in the loop as time goes on. Our county is not in that status to where that's a chance at this time. But we'll definitely continue to keep you posted. And as soon as we have information, we'll update you on the timeline, the process by which we're going to keep kids safe and provide instruction, all those things. For now, we're continuing to utilize pods, small pods. We've added some this week, so that includes Ag Mechanics 2, Ag Leadership and Skills, Floral, and Support Services and Intervention. So we are looking at different ways, and this actually includes athletics too, fall sports, who are due to start games in the winter if everything goes okay. So we are looking at all those different methods, and we're adding them, but we're always referring to the guidelines and the recommendations by the county and health organizations. So we are playing it safe. We're doing it right. We're communicating. We have detailed plans, all that. So it's going pretty well so far. So hopefully your child will have some opportunities to get on campus and interact in a safe manner. We would like to give a big shout out to the Chacon family. So Mr. and Mrs. Chacon welcomed their beautiful baby daughter into the world yesterday. Our Minarets family continues to grow, and having been here for over a decade at this point, I just love seeing that. So another Mustang in the world. So Mr. Chacon, as you know, Mrs. Chacon is out, but Mr. Chacon will be out for another couple of weeks. So his assignments will be posted on Canvas. Of course, each day we have posted for a sub to come in, but under the current circumstances, sometimes that's difficult. So if your student has Mr. Chacon, for physics, for Math 1, for financial literacy. They need to be checking into Canvas every day. And if there is a sub, it could even be me or one of the other administrators sometimes, we will post the WebEx link for them to meet with us into Canvas or via email. So just have them pay close attention for the next couple weeks to Mr. Chacon's asynchronous assignments. We want to close by saying that we are proud of you for your grit and tenacity. I'm speaking directly to the students, but I'm also speaking directly to the parents. This has been tough. Our community, our state, and our nation, we faced a lot of obstacles in 2020, and this is not the way it's intended. This is not the way that school was intended to be. And as educators, we feel that strain, and we know as parents and students, you guys feel that strain. But as I check in to classes and I hear our students communicate with teachers, I'm so encouraged by their ability to adapt and persist. We are strong, we are resilient, and we're all here for each other. Someday soon we'll look back together and look at how much we overcame. And someday soon we're going to look forward to seeing each other again. And in true Minarets fashion, when we are able to come back together, we are going to go big in our welcoming and transitioning with our students. So just want to encourage everybody to continue to push forward, persist. It's okay to have bad days, but it's not okay to not pick yourself up after that. And if you need help picking yourself up, it's perfectly fine, and it's actually encouraged to reach out for help. And that's our job. That's what we're here for. And if your friends are feeling down, or if you haven't checked in on your friend or heard from them for a while, check in with each other. And I'm talking to you too, families. We can do this together. We're going to get through this, but we got to communicate. We got to lift each other up, and we got to show that true Mustang spirit that cannot be broken. In the words of the great Rocky Balboa, our greatest glory is not in failing, but in rising every time we fail. Had to throw in a Rocky quote there. If any of you would like to chat with myself, Mr. Wilson, or Miss V about how we can better serve your child or your family, don't hesitate to reach out. We want to chat with you. We're here for you. Sometimes it takes some time to schedule that, but we want to do it. So please feel free to reach out. That's all for now. Have a fantastic weekend. Go big, go pro, go now. And of course, go Mustangs.